All right, Shelly here is in a panic this morning. Y'all ever sent the wrong text to the wrong person, like a sexy text?
Oh, I didn't send a sexy one, but I told you guys a story about how I sent a text to my friend Mike because I thought of him while I was sitting on the toilet because I had sat there so long and my feet went numb. And he used to do that all the time. So I sent it to him, but I actually sent it to another Mike who was like the VP of our company.
Ooh.
You know the Mike.
Do I?
Yes.
I know first Mike.
Uh-huh.
Do I know second Mike?
You do because he's had a special video at your 20th anniversary party.
Oh, Mike. He probably loved that. He did.
It went over all right.
Just really curious, sidebar,
Yeah.
how long does one have to sit on a toilet for their feet to go numb?
Well, at least 20 minutes.
20 minutes.
What are you doing for 20 minutes? This was pre-kids. I don't even understand
You're
it.
on the phone.
I was tending to my garden on Cardcapes.
on the bowl.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
20
Okay.
minutes.
I got up and I was all tingly and I'm like, Mike, I can't feel my legs. How are you?
You are a special kind of individual.
I am.
All right, Shelly, who did you send the sexy text to this morning?
Hey guys, good morning. My God. So basically, I'm not going to say any real names because I want it to be anonymous, but basically I went to a meeting with my boss and a potential client last night. We had drinks and, some dinner, and then I went over to one of the guys I'm dating. I went over to their place and spent the night. So when I was leaving this morning, I don't even know why I went to text him, but I just was like being quick. And let's say their names are, I'm making this up, like Jeremy and Jesse. So they're like kind of similar. So rather than texting Jeremy, the guy that I'm dating, I texted Jesse, the potential client. And I was basically like, last night was so effing amazing. And I sent it to the wrong person.
So that's it? I mean, there's no like picture attached or anything, just that last so the client is thinking you're saying last night was effing amazing to him.
Yeah.
So it's inappropriate.
Yeah.
I got it now.
I didn't even realize for like 10 minutes. And then I was like, okay, should I text him really quick and just say, oh, sorry, kind of like wrong person. But I'm more scared of like my boss because he's super conservative. And I'm just like, I'm not sure if the potential client's going to say something to him. So it's like, should I text or tell my boss first just to like get ahead of it, or
Don't tell your
no?
boss. No, we don't tell the boss. But I do think you honestly need to immediately respond to the to the client and be like, I am so sorry that text was not meant for you.
You should have done that already.
Yeah, I said, oh, sorry, whatever, but
I would have been like, sorry, I'm just really enthusiastic about our relationship as clients.
I feel like
You should see this project I put together for you.
I'm so effing
Yeah, keep it going. It's really effing amazing. We're effing killing it.
We're going to F this up.
Is this like standard in your industry that after going out with a client that you would do a follow-up text and just say something far more PG than that? Like, hey, just want to let you know we had a great time last night and we are really looking forward to working with you in the future?
I mean, sometimes. I mean, I think that could be okay.
Oh God, what if if the client has some wife and the wife saw the text message and she's like, what is this about?
What happened last night?
What was so bleeping amazing?
He'll never get out of that one.
You don't think that she should hit the boss up and say,
No.
Nah.
You think she should tell the boss?
No.
well, I mean, what if the client goes to the boss and goes, I just want to let you know that Shelly was really inappropriate last night. Like, I got this text and she cussed in it.
That's when you address it. Cross that bridge if it happens, but don't do it. It might not happen. You might not say anything to the boss.
Or, okay, so let's just play this out. So if you don't say anything to the boss, client goes to the boss comes to you. At that point, can you go, oh, I don't even know what you're, oh my God, now I get it.
Oh.
And then say like, oh, that was meant for this dude that I was with last night.
I don't know.
Because right after the meeting,
No.
I slept with somebody.
You just said
And it was effing amazing.
like this was meant for Jesse, not John, or whatever. Like the names were very similar, so you don't need to give too many details.
Yes.
Just like you didn't even realize you did it.
Okay.
You went about your day. That actually happens a lot.
Let's see your acting skills, because this obviously would be like Academy Award winning performance. So your boss comes up to you and says, "Jeremy just reached out to me and said he got an inappropriate text from you this morning."
What are you talking about?
No, that was bad.
That was
Yeah.
horrible.
Wow.
You're a little more
Man.
Emma Roberts. You need to be more Julie Roberts.
Jeremy said you sent a text that said last night was bleeping amazing.
I didn't send a text.
You're screwed.
Yeah.
Davi, you want to help her out? You're an actress.
No, that one was pretty good. Just I didn't send a text.
The long
What are you talking
pause.
The pause, though.
Yeah, the long pause.
See, I like the long pause because it gives you like, what? Like, I'm confused. I don't need, what? How do I even
Oh, that's true. We can't see her. She might have been
Yeah.
acting it out through
Yeah.
the pause. That's fair.
How do
That's
I even
fair.
respond to this
Yes.
craziness?
We're on the radio.
Here's Jay with a suggestion. Hey, Jay, good morning. You're on the Bert Show.
Hey guys, here's my suggestion. Just a little white lie to get ourselves out of this. We're only in trouble if the client tells the boss, right? So if you text the client back and you say, "Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. That was a little bit out of line. Last night I went to a huge charity event and we raised a ton of money."
Dude.
Oh, you've lied before.
Dude.
I was so effing pumped about this charity.
Turns it around with philanthropy.
Yes.
Yes.
Best caller ever.
Always use charity to get you out of a tight one, baby.
Wow.
All right, Shelly, if you wanted to text the client, the charity angle might work, or you could just leave Pride Rock and never return.
Charity angle all the way. That's amazing.
That is amazing.
All right, hit us back later when you decide what you're going to do, okay?
Okay.
All right, the
Okay.
dramatic pause does not work
she's
on
like,
that.
yeah, she's not.
The Bert Show.
And many of us have been in this position before where you send a text and it lands with the wrong person. I mean, it's an inappropriate text probably for the person that is reading it, but the person that's intended for it is going to think it's pretty cool. So Shelly hits us up a couple of minutes ago, and she's in a total panic because of a text that she accidentally sent to a client.
Yeah, she sends this text. So there was like a business meeting the night before, and you know everybody had been hanging out, but she went home with somebody else and had a effing amazing night because that's what, after she left the person's house, that's what she said. She said last night was bleeping amazing. But the names are very similar. I think one's like Jesse and another's Jeremy or something like that. And she sent it to the wrong J name and actually sent it to this big time client. Last night was bleeping amazing, which is very inappropriate. And especially her boss is super conservative. So now she needs to know if she needs to intervene and give her boss a heads up because she has a feeling the client might tell the boss and be like, yo, she sent like a really inappropriate text this morning.
So the client might go, all right, it was an okay night.
Yeah. I mean,
I wouldn't call it effing amazing.
Yeah,
the
but it
steak was
okay.
well prepared.
Pretty good.
So we gave Shelly a couple of options a few minutes ago. Is don't say anything to the boss, or listener called up with a really great idea.
Yeah, say you went to a charity event afterwards and raised a ton of money, meaning
It was so effing amazing how much money we raised at the charity foundation last night.
Brilliant.
That makes me want to like definitely sign on with this company. So Shelly, you're back. We didn't know that we'd hear from you this soon. What's going on?
So I don't have the biggest update, but basically I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna tell my boss, and he hasn't come in yet. It's like weird. He's usually here super early, but then I got an email from him saying he wants to meet with me later today. So yeah, I feel like it's gonna snowball into I'm not a good liar. You saw that already. So I think I'm just gonna be honest. But then I'm like, what does he want to meet with me about? Does he already know? Or is it just a coincidence? I don't know.
Okay, so just so I have the order of things, you did not text the client and you did not text the boss, but the boss emailed you and said he wants to link up with you later on today in the office?
Yeah.
And he's not there yet. He's usually there in person by now.
Yeah.
Okay, let's prepare for anything. Okay, let's do Oregon Trail here. So, all right, so
Snake bite. Dysentery.
so conversation one would be you walking into the office and him saying, all right, so what do you think our next course of action is with this client that we took out last night? Absolutely innocent. Client hasn't said anything. Boss doesn't know. That's scenario number one.
His best case scenario.
Best case scenario. What's the worst case scenario is you walk in there because you need to be prepared for this also. Like, Shelly, what the hell was that text that you sent to Bill last night?
Well, don't laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boys ain't gonna help much.
This
either.
crap ain't funny.
Let's do this again. You just sat down. Shelly, what was that text you sent to Bill last night?
I guess if I take the honest route, I'm just gonna say like it was an accident.
What do you mean it was an accident?
I got the names mixed up, and I meant to send it to somebody else, and
How can that be? You were with us last night. What do you mean?
well, I was with you until I wasn't.
And then you went out with a guy? Sloot?
Well, I
You're
don't think-
fired.
I don't think
that's not how that is going to go.
I don't think the conversation could even legally go that
No, it
direction.
can't.
Her date after the meeting has nothing to do with him.
Yeah.
Where'd you
By
go?
the way, the day after, like the guy you hooked up with after, he has nothing to do with the company or this other.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Just double check in. So, yeah, I mean, you just have to keep it. You don't tip your hand because you don't know where this is going yet. So don't go in and like you don't speak first, whatever. You let your boss speak first and see where this is going before you show all your cards.
Do not tip your hand unless it is sanitized.
You need to tell your truth more confidently too.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
sound as if you made the worst mistake ever. Like
And-
this is
Yeah.
something that happens.
You also
I
have to
feel
go.
like that right now.
Okay, no, but you also have to be like, I am so mortified. I sent this was an accidental text. It was meant for somebody else. The names were similar, and I accidentally sent it to the client. I am so sorry. How can I rectify this situation?
And why is the client such an effing baby and tattling on me so quickly?
So let's hear your remorseful voice.
Yes.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm so sorry. I mixed up the names, and what can I do to rectify the situation?
You're mortified.
Immediate-
Yeah, it's not mortified. I think you should just quit.
How about you and I switch bodies?
that's
And
the
I will
only
go
way.
in and handle the situation for you, and then you can do the next entertainment buzz.
No.
Okay. Honestly, I'd rather-
That's gonna be a long entertainment
I
buzz
don't
with
like
them
it.
pauses.
Like so many pauses.
Jen, good morning. You are on the Bert Show. Hi.
Good morning. Oh my God.
Yep.
Like, so number one, she has not said anything to her boss, right?
Right.
Like
Yes.
nobody. Okay, so the only person that knows that she has sent this text is that worker, the guy.
In the
other-
Burt Show,
whatever.
in the Burt Show family,
That's right.
and all of our syndicated markets, and
Yeah.
everybody who listens to the podcast.
And you.
But why can't she just go in as if she still thought she sent the text to her boyfriend, not thinking that she sent it to the wrong person?
No, that's a really good
You
idea
tried
on
that.
paper. Let me tell you why this is not a good idea. All right, Shelly, let's try this. All right, you're just going to play totally dumb here.
We tried this already.
Okay, we're going to
did.
do
We
it
already
again.
did
another
this
All right,
chance.
you
All
get
right.
another chance.
All right.
All right, so what was that text that you sent to Bill last night?
What are you talking about?
Okay.
I think,
Well,
yeah,
keep
I,
going,
know. I
keep
think
going,
we're
keep
good.
going.
That
The,
was good,
the
that was
tone of
good.
voice is
Uh-huh.
good. She's not a voice actor. I think she's doing a lot with her face. I can
Yes.
tell. She's Meryl Streeping it.
And then
And-
you got to reach for your phone and like stumble. Like, what are you even?
What text?
What a text?
What?
Oh,
Whatever do you mean?
You almost have to be offended.
what?
What?
I quit.
What are you Not that offended.
Oh, heavens to Betsy. Did I? I couldn't have.
Talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're getting there.
And then you pull out the phone and you look at the text. Now let's hear your like mortified, your realization,
Shocked.
like what you see the text, you see what you just did. What do you say to your boss?
Oh my God. Is that good?
Yeah, he's going to be like, all right, that's
Yeah.
believable. You can leave.
Go to Indeed.com right now. Let's look for some openings.
Why are you on the phone with us when you should be on Indeed?
Remember that you're mortified.
You know what? Go to YouTube and just search mortified. Okay? And whatever they say, you say.